Hello, good morning. I made it. It's always hard going live on Fridays because I'm just so tired at the end of the week, but that's just me. 1 second. It's like really loud in my ears. Okay, that's so much better. I don't know what was going on, but last night I just really wanted to play Banished, and I was this close to going live and being like, I just want to play right now. Like 9 o'clock at night last night, like 12 hours ago, I was like, yeah, I just really want to play Banished. But I can't exactly play the stream one without being on stream. Otherwise you guys are gonna miss like a whole bunch of stuff. So I was like, well, guess I should do that. But that's okay because then the wind instead whipped around our trash cans. So we were running around at 9 o'clock at night up and down the street trying to grab all of our trash in the cans. So that kind of went out the window very quickly when I came in cold and tired and covered in snow. But let's get back into it. So if you haven't been here, we've been playing Oldenrockville. It's named that. It was one of the randomly generated ones. We went to go play in Weston, which was another randomly generated one. But because that's my cat's name. But we starved there. So instead, we're playing here in Oldenrockville, just specifically because we wanted some rocks. Oh, I think this is busted. Oh, it is. Oh, I got rid of my tiles. Okay, so there's a lot of things that we've been working on. Hold on, second floor, second floor, second floor, second floor, second floor. We made a joke about this yesterday, that the optimal way of playing this game is to have a ton of menus. That has not changed. This is the... We made this joke yesterday. And there was like a picture of it on the Banished information for Steam. Somebody posted, they're like, yeah, if you're not playing it like this, you're not playing it wrong. And it's a little kooky. Yeah, it's a lot of menus. I wish it would have actually kept the menus instead of shoving them wherever it felt like, but you know. Let's fix that. Let's fix that. Let's move that. Oh god, there's so many. Oh my god, there's so many menus. So we're trying to keep track of everything that we need to have built. We're having some issues with some, like, builders right now. Yeah. Yeah, it's totally World of Warcraft. I mean, look at my DPS. I need more dots. But no, we're trying to build a whole bunch of stuff, and we've actually put in a mod, so I'll go over that in a second, but these are all houses that we still have to build. Otherwise, I will absolutely lose track and not be sure what the hell we're building. But yeah, let's let the game go. So, if you haven't been here, we did start this town, so this is Oldenrockville, because we needed rocks. And the game randomly generated and said, hey, you guys want to live in Rockville? So we said, sure. So we did start out over here. We are playing on medium, so we did just start with essentially the storage barn and like 4 or 5 families. I think it was 4. And yeah, we're just going from there. So we expanded this way first. We started adding a little bit over here. We did put in the quarry because we are in need of some stone. So we currently have 90. I did also put in a mine. We were getting coal at first, which was nice, so we could try and get steel tools. Unfortunately, I think we have to wait until we have a second blacksmith to really do that. It does take quite a while for them to produce those. So we have switched over because we needed iron anyway. Go figure. But, then we expanded over here. So here's our little forestry area. And then we went over here. So there's actually a long tunnel going through here. It was a bitch and a half to build, but we did it. There's also a little tiny one over here, so we do actually have a hunting lodge here. So this will probably be a second foresty area. But Yeah, we started over here, so we're trying to fill that out. So that's what all this is. Oh yeah, we're making tortillas here at the bakery. Although I did add in honey, so we can actually purchase it. Despite the fact that I don't have the honey mod for us to have beekeeping. We can actually purchase it from traders, so we did get that, so now we're making cakes. But, yeah, we're going in and we're decimating the region. These poor deer are all confused. They're like, there used to be trees here. Where did they go? It's been fun. It's been a very fun mod. I did see there's a couple others like this. One second. Nope, never mind. Lost the sneeze. No, they're not allowed to burn any of this down. This would be terrible. Oh my god, this would actually be like extremely dangerous now that I think about it. Oh god, maybe we should be putting more. Now you've worried me. Do we need to put more wells? I wonder if they'll use the water from their houses from food. Is that a thing? I honest to god do not know. That would be kind of cool if they could. But I think if anything they probably would have to go to the closest well. Otherwise everything will burn down. Oh shoot. So I guess that maybe is a double-edged sword, so it's nice because we could put houses on top of each other, so that's why we have second floor, third floor. But yeah, I guess if it catches fire, that probably wouldn't be good. Maybe just a little. So we did go through, we did add an extra school, just because we did have a lot of kids at once, so several of our people are no longer educated, so that's why our education level dropped. We also did accept some nomads. They brought dysentery and killed one of our favorite people. I think that was Walden? What was his name? But some child killed Winifredi, who was our favorite. So this was the general goods merchant we were looking at. You do have wool, but it is kind of expensive. You also have steel tools, but I think our steel tools are getting back up now that I've switched over to regular tools as opposed to steel. But we are trying to focus more on food for now. We do have a couple of families that do need houses, so we're actually short by 20 right now. But for right now, we're worried more about the food stocks. So this is quite a bit. But at the same time, it's not enough for like 20 families. Mertney the vendor has died of old age. I think he lives somewhere around over here. So we're also hoping that some of these people are going to get older and they're going to clear out some of their houses. Okay, as you can see, Balland over here. We have Elwood's son and Stephania. And we have somebody that lives in like a 1x1 over here. So Blakisha needs to move out. We have Jarrett, Laura, Janaya, Antha. Antha, unfortunately, is very old and is probably not going to have a lot of kids. Good, but the quarry's doing well. So that's probably why we've actually got quite a bit of stone now. And a miracle has become an adult. Where is your husband? Was that your husband? I get confused as to where some of these people go. They all just keep breaking up with each other and then moving into different houses, and I don't know why. But I think we could probably work on maybe the library, because we do have quite a few laborers. So we did figure out that the library will actually make them happier, especially since we don't have a tavern right now. I think that would probably be very smart, so let's pop that over. We're moving the things that we know are getting worked on versus the things that aren't. There's so many houses. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so that's exactly how many we need. Ironically enough. But right now our builders aren't doing anything anyway, so we might as well have the library get built. Unfortunately, we can't build the house and not have somebody move in, so they'll immediately move in as soon as they can. Otherwise, I'd say, let's just build houses and block people from... No, you can't do that. We did also recently get some cows. So we do have some over here, and we do have a couple over here. So once we slaughter these, we have figured out that we'll be able to get some more leather, so we can up our clothing production. Especially because they are extremely expensive and really great for trading. So we could try and get some more honey, potentially. Oh yeah, they have flour. Maybe we should have a second bakery? Should we do that? I know we need that, and I know we need a blacksmith, but we also have to finish all these houses too. The list is ever growing. We did add in a chestnut orchard over here. I'm hoping it's far enough away from this one. We do have a couple planned. I just don't want to put them in because we can have some issues with them getting infested. So I'm hoping by waiting we should be able to avoid that, but... Did I screw that up? I did. Can't put a path there. So we did put this crop field in specifically just to make sure that we had enough food. I think I may have to move it over here just so we could continue building. So we did want to build up through here. So we do have a couple of different like food areas that they can come and visit. So that we have like a medieval meat store. We also have a medieval fruit vendor. This is part of the mod. There's also a little general store where we have some tools and coal and firewood and leather. So that's kind of cute. But let's see if we could shove this. Iron is low. Why is that so big? Oh, because I'm going that way. Okay. Damn it. Hold on. There, 11 by 11. Thank you. We're gonna turn this into squash. Don't work it, though. Oh. Actually. Oh, it's early spring, but they can't go back to work yet. Okay, I have an idea. Don't work that one. I'm sorry, I know you literally just went over there and started plowing at it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Haha. We did it. Good, so now they'll be able to walk over there. Can we set a well over here, maybe? Ooh, we can. Okay, so whoever is the farmer here can come over and idle here. And we could put a road back here. So now it's not all cut off. So we did want to work up through here. This is why we had ripped out all of the trees. I think, unfortunately, it is going to kick away all of the deer, but, I mean, sometimes they'll come into town, but we did put a little hunter residence. But looks like it's just the builder and a cleric living here anyway. Oh, is that the library? It is. So please have somebody work here. For some reason, they consider it clergy. I guess because it's happiness. But look, it's got a little library. It's got like a little books and things out in the front. So that's nice. We might also be able to stick a mine here too. I'm not sure if we can. Maybe if we can have one doing coal and maybe one doing iron or something like that. That might be smart. As you can tell, I really don't plan out a lot of this town. I just kind of wing it. It's whatever we need at the time that we need it. Will you fit anywhere? I suppose you'd fit here if we got rid of the farm that I just placed. Oh, Gallatin the fisherman has died of old age. Hold on, road removal. I'm sorry, I know you guys just came over here. It's just, damn it, I just made that. Just walks off. So they're working on this well. Yeah, let's see if we could stick in that mine. Aha! Wait, there. There? There. So if we could have one doing coal and one doing iron, I think that'll help. We are currently using all of our iron for both building and also tools. Oh, Monsera the laborer has died. We've had Monsera for a little bit, so I'm not surprised. Okay. Over here on this side. No. Crop field is too small. Okay. Can we put you here then? 11 by 11? Yes. Okay. Squash. Please head back to work. Wait, why is that busted? There we go. And now logs are low. No, they are cutting trees. I guess we just need another forester, maybe. Oh, look at this. This looks so much better. I think we need a forester. Forester Lodge. There we go. So let's place that here. And then I usually like putting like a little tiny stockpile nearby, just so they could drop all of their stuff immediately. So we know exactly what we have in terms of account. You know, somebody has to come and remove a tree and a mushroom. And then that means I could set for them to come pull out this stone. So we could keep building. Okay. We do currently have about 5,000 food, so I think we're doing a nice good uptrend. We did recently install another pond here, so we can have more fishing. I think this is a little bit easier, and then it's not out of the way, like some of the typical fishing spots are. Fortunately, this is like a perfect spot if we could stick one here, but we're not even on that side either. Okay, the well is done. How do we even see the game anymore? I'm gonna be honest. Like we just can't. It's just so much shit. There's just so much stuff. Oh good, the deer are still here. Oh, they even have little baby deer. There is a mod I was looking at, I talked about this yesterday, where your pasture can grow deer. I think that would be nice, but at the same time it kind of ruins the game itself, because the whole point is like you can't access the deer all the time. Oh no, they put in the squash! I hope they'll come by and they'll like pull it up. Hold on. No, it'll remove it. God damn it. Are they gonna come pull up this squash? Or is it just stuck here? Could you imagine living across the street and you're like, where the hell is this squash from? And then this guy's all pissed off and he's like, God damn it, I gotta redo all my squash. Good, but the potatoes are looking good. So we did add an extra storage barn over here. Looks like they're putting flour and things here. We did put a little water mill, So they're currently making corn flour because we do not have any wheat. So I think later on, if we end up getting wheat, which hopefully we will, maybe we'll last till then, then maybe we'll just have another mill of some sort. I don't know if we'll have a windmill or a water mill or what have you. Oh, there go the deer. Goodbye. There's no trees over here. Shoot. We're gonna lose these little bits of squash. That kind of sucks. But it's currently early summer of our 23rd year, so we've been lasting for quite a while. It's not too bad. Our education level has gone up, so we did have a couple of people that did not get educated, just because they started out not getting educated, because it was the second generation. We didn't have a school yet. Logs are low. How's that Forester Lodge going? So they've dropped off some of the logs and some of the stones. That's where a lot of our logs are going. I wonder if we could stop a woodcutter for now. We do have 2 currently. Can you just pause for now? We have like 900 wood. So I mean, we could shove it in here. Can we pull 300 of it? It also shouldn't be that cold just yet, but we'll see. Oh, look, we could put bread and we could put cake. Oh, that's so cool. We'll have to put in a second baker at some point so we can have one doing cake and one doing bread. This looks like we're making cornbread. Looks like we have a lot of fish. Maybe we should pull a little bit. Can we pull, I don't know, 200 fish? Just so we have like a stockpile. This is not only for trading, but in case if we like desperately need food, then at least we have like a backup. Also firewood, very, very useful. Very valuable. Coats, we have quite a few. Can we pull half of those? Those are also quite expensive. They're worth 15. So you can see why we have a lot of people working on clothing. Let's see. What else do we have a lot of? Iron tools. We could probably pull a couple of them. Just as like a backup in case we run out of tools too. Not necessarily for selling. We also have water. Let's pull some water. And I suppose let's pull some beans. Oh good, the mine is ready. Switch this one over to coal, so we'll have... Oh wait, no. Iron here. And coal over here. Because our blacksmith is literally right here. Let's do that. Good, so that's set. What was I doing? Oh, I was pulling stuff. Not that, not that, not that. Okay. Where's the blacksmith? He's hidden in here somewhere. There he is. Can you please switch over to steel tools? So we'll have some backup of the iron tools, but I would like to switch everybody over to steel. It lasts a little bit longer and actually makes them a little bit faster. It's like in Minecraft when you upgrade your pickaxe. It's like that. It's just better. Not as good as diamond, but it's still good. How are logs doing? Logs are doing a little bit better. So we are going to have to pull a couple of people to come work over here. Thankfully, we do have quite a few houses here that they should be able to work here in this general area. It does also connect up here with the little spot that we have. Placed a couple of houses here. So we have a gatherer, a hunter, a gatherer, the herbalist, and a forester. And yes, there is a house right here. Why are you all fishermen? Well, yeah, I guess that is close. I wonder if Lemmet and Trist are gonna grow up to be fishermen too. Okay, Xavi and Nellion and Mernandi and Alicia have all become students. Oh god. I'm glad we put the second schoolhouse in. We currently have 22 students. And one we have figured out holds 30. And there is one person that apparently is not wearing clothing. Don't know why. Oh, yes, we're getting more cows. I do have a mod to make the animals work quicker, just because they're extremely slow. Not sure why, they just are. Good. Good yields from our, crops over here. What about over here? Looks like these beans are done. Looks like the corn's almost done. Squash, I'm sorry, that was my fault. Potatoes look good, though. I don't know what they're gonna do with all this squash. Is it just gonna die off, or are they gonna come pick it up? What if we do remove resources? Will you guys come grab it? Like, I'm so curious. Oh. Did you... I saw you came in, like... Where'd he go? Clinton-y wall. So you... Oh! No, they are! They're saving it! Yes! So if you guys ever play Banished, if you throw random crops, they will come and grab it. So there we go. Good, we got some extra squash. I kind of broke the game a little, but... Sorry, squash farmer. You did not have a 44% yield. I will not yell at you. But it is currently late summer, so it's not exactly the end of the season for them yet either. Good. We're almost done with cows. They are replicating. Warwick made fun of me yesterday. They were absolutely recycling them. We're absolutely killing them off. Trist and Raquelin are now laborers. Can we set a couple extra people to work in mines then? Oh good, the Forester Lodge is ready. Can we have a couple of extra people go work over here? So we do this specifically where it's like little forest areas. Ooh, excuse me, just so the herbalist can continue to work, the hunter can continue to work. Because it will drive, like, deer over here. It'll force, you know, herbs and things to grow over here. I'm not as worried about the gatherers, though. We typically don't get a lot of, like, onions, berries, gathering food. So, I mean, if we need it later, I guess we'll add it in, but... Cool, now we can get rid of that. Good, we're back up to 8,000 food, so last year we produced 17, we used 15. We did add an additional couple of crops, and we are waiting for these chestnuts to go, so I think we should be okay, especially now because the cows should start getting slaughtered. But I think we could start building a couple of these houses. Yeah, because these ones are going. So does that mean we have beef? We have venison. We have roast. Yeah, we have beef. Okay. So let's build a couple of houses. I don't even know where this one is. Why is that like that? Oh, because there's already a second story here. Wow, that's a whole ass family. But yeah, I think we'll need another butcher so we could start processing some of the beef. So it does make new things. We're not exactly sure like what it does, if it turns like one beef into two roast, what have you. but it does make it more expensive. So let's go under here. A butcher shop. I think we'll probably put a road over here. Yeah, you know what? Let's do this. And then I think we could put a second story above here. Yeah, it's on the right side. I think it has to go here. So we'll work on these as well. Oh god, it worked. Where are we putting these? There we go. Oh look, the deer are here. Look, they're using our sidewalks and everything. I wish we could put like little flower beds and things. I did see there's a couple of mods for that. I always think of Caesar. If you've ever played like Caesar 3 or Caesar 4, and they have like the little tiny like gardens that you could put whenever you screw up. Or on purpose. So what I would do is I would put one house, a garden, garden, house, house, garden, garden, house, and I would just go like that all the way down. So it would give them space to expand and also make it pretty. Apparently other people don't do that. Apparently it's just me that does that. Okay, but it looks like we're having an early frost this year, so I'm not sure if we're going to get all of these potatoes. We might lose the majority of them. The squash, though, is a little bit frost resistant, so we might get a little bit. This is why we're trying not to do too much farming, just because we keep having very early frosts around here. Oh, hey, a trader. Hello, welcome. We have flour. Do you have honey? Oh, you have sheep. Ooh, shit. I would really like sheep. How much can we afford with all the firewood that we have? 1,200 units, so that would be 2. So if we do all the coats, that'd be 3? If we do all the tools... I think we can only afford 3. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. I want 3 sheep. So, firewood and coats. Firewood and coats. Okay. Alright. Hello, sheep. Welcome. Now I got to find a calculator. 1 second. I am extremely specific on how I play this game. So where do we put these sheep? Let's see. Max sheep density. Oh, that's 16 sheep. So we could do a 16 by 10. That's 9 sheep. We could do a 20 by 8. I'm kind of hoping for it to be more squarish. If we do a 16 by 16, that's 16 sheep. Let's try 16 by 10, so that'll give us exactly 10 sheep. God, I can't even see the screen anymore. Pasture. Can we fit it maybe here? Ugh, too low. Hold on. What did I say? 16 by 10? 16 by 10. Okay, let's do that. So we'll put a pasture over here. We'll add another one on the other side at some point. Is there anything else that we have in our inventory that we can take over here? So they won't purchase any food, but they will purchase like extra fuel and things like that. We can't do iron because iron is low. Don't have a lot of logs, don't have a lot of stone. Don't really have a lot of tools. We do have some clothing. How much was clothing worth again? What did we have before? 40? Yeah, because it was 40 times 15? Hold on. Now I need an actual calculator. 40 times 15 is 600, so that's 2 sheep. So if we do 20, we could do another one. Let's do 20. So please pull 20 and let's see if we could purchase one more sheep, because it should be 20 times 15, right? It's 300. Yep. No, wait, they cost 600. Son of a bitch. It's 40 coats for one fucking sheep? Well, we have 63. Okay, 40 coats for one sheep. Why did I think it was 300? I think I'm thinking of chickens. Oh good, we have some extra beans. Can we pull an extra 300? We also have a bunch of fish. I also don't want to use up all of the fish, because we can use them to make alcohol later, because we have to use fish bladders. And yes, we did look this up the last time. That is absolutely what it is for. Looks like we have a little bit of extra corn. I think we already have squash in here. We do. Just making it even 2,000. Marvis the Miner has died of old age. But a couple of children, and then Nineveh the Second has become an adult. So now she has joined the workforce. Potato. Okay. Oh, so there we got the third floor residence done. Just hang out there for a minute, sheep. Oh god, How much of this is game anymore? This seriously looks like I'm in fucking a raid for World of Warcraft. We're about to go fight the Lich King, everybody. I'm hoping you're gonna stick around. Shoot, they're dropping off everything but the coats that I asked for. We'll have to see. She might leave. But that's okay. At least we have a couple of sheep. Allie has become a student. Come on, Butcher Place. So, our farmers should be bored right now. I suppose we could send them to go get a couple of trees. So, farmers during the winter... Why can I not? Yeah, collect trees. Is a fucking trading post thing in the way? It is. Oh my god, what? Harvest trees. Oh my god, the menus are in the way. Oh my fucking god. Here, go pull some trees. I know logs are low. We need a lot of them. Good, so the second floor residence is getting worked on here. That's this one. – 'Living above the apothecary. 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 – 'Living above the So I was hoping that this would prevent people from having to walk too far to go get some herbs and things like that. I think they still are, though. Ooh, good. We have 7 of the coats. One. If we have 495. Man, iron tools are really not worth that much. Okay, so Xander's and Letty have moved over here. There, that's a little bit better. I don't think we put a 3rd floor over here. We did put a little bathhouse, though. Apparently that's considered a physician, though. So next should probably be the butcher shop, question mark? Come on, guys, bring the damn coats. Where are you? Oh, Raquel the miner died during childbirth, and Lester Lynn the woodcutter has died of old age. Oh, I guess somebody's getting a new wife. Oh, Oswaldo the herbalist has died of old age. Oh god, now we have 60 families. Just really worried about food stocks. Currently have 6,000. Normally by this point we'd have like at least 10,000. Come on, sheep, you're my only hope. Wait, 31 hide coats. 135 units, so what is that? 14 would be 70 units? Oh, now we're overpaying by 25. So 19? Now we're overpaying by 17. So 31? Okay, we'll overpay by 2 units. We'll take another sheep. Okay, I think we can only do 4 sheep. Do not grab any more coats. Just grab like 2. Just grab 2 iron tools. Alright, welcome sheep. We're gonna get you guys a pasture, and then at some point we're gonna build you guys a second one. Just in case if they get any kind of like a infestation. We've dealt with that a lot. Good. It's early spring. Cool, because we currently have 5 tools. If it gets really bad, we'll just switch the tools over from the steel ones back to the normal ones. Oh, a child named Denning was born, and a child named Kendrick was born. Let's see if we could place out a blacksmith. So if we put it... we can't put it that way, but we can put it that way. It would be right next to some iron. Stir has become an adult. Let's do that, and then we need the blacksmith house. Oh, son of a... It's on the other side! I want, like, a schematic of this entire mod so we could tell exactly where things are supposed to go. That's what I want. That's my true dream. So, this is the farthest over, so let's go 1 over. And then this goes here. Okay. I think I hit that right. Is there enough space for something else here, maybe? No, it's like a 1-inch square. That's not even big enough for a well. But I guess if we have 2 blacksmiths going, I think that should be a little bit better. Why are you stopped? Are we out of honey? Shit. Can you just make bread then? How did we run out of 1,000 honey already? There's no way. We're out of fucking honey? Jesus Christ. Okay, so I think the trader comes from over here, stops here, leaves, tries to go back this way, wraps around here, and then goes here to leave. We're gonna have to watch the next time I send away a trader. Somebody remind me. Oh good, we're getting the pasture done. So everything's dropped off. Looks like we're just working on it. So here goes Lenaro, the builder. Oh, I didn't want to keep that, but okay. Dickie and Lillian have become laborers. That means we have more families. Oh my god, we have so many families. Good, but here's the 2nd floor residence above the butcher shop. So the butcher shop they should start working on next, too. Do we have a bunch of laborers then? We do. Can I have a couple of you guys help out with building for a bit? And sure, we could set another gatherer. It's another couple of foresters. This should help with our log issue. Reserve of iron is low. Okay. So can we have 4 people mining each? Good, but they seem to be picking up a lot of fish. I don't think we can overfish the ponds. At least I'm hoping we can't. I know that that's something that we face with the normal fishing stuff. Good, so Lilliard and Deannon have moved in here. There's that. There's the pasture. We're working on the blacksmith as well. And Balland the fisherman has died. Oh, and nomads have arrived. 19? I don't think we can take them. We don't have enough clothing. I don't even think we have enough food. We're only at a 4,000 surplus. Shit. And that's also going to bring down our education level a lot lower. We're currently at 87%, so it is raising. Why is the crop field all wonky? What the hell are you doing? I think we already have too many people. I don't think we could take them in. It would be nice to have more miners, but I physically do not think that we can. Sheep work here. Good, so all the sheep should walk over. There they go. Then we can start making warmer clothing. I don't think we could take these nomads. I'm sorry, guys. I mean, you guys can stick around for a season or two and see if we can, but I highly doubt it. No. But now we should start getting some sheep so we could start making warmer clothes, though. But it's going to take a little while. Warwaldo, the trader, has died of old age. He's been with us for quite a while. God, and the last time we took nomads, the fucking 14-year-old herbalist brought goddamn dysentery with her. And it spread to everyone, and a child named Waden fucking killed Winifred with it. I don't think we can do it. It's like we do have currently an abundance of stone, though, so we can actually start putting some of these more traveled roads into stone. I just don't think it's gonna happen. I'm sorry, people. Good, the blacksmith residence is done before the blacksmith is. How bad does it look? I love this game sometimes. Oh god, and then the stilts are fucking floating for some goddamn reason. I don't know if that's just the side of the mountain is clipping into it. But it looks like the herbalist and the fisherman have moved over here. Okay, so here's the blacksmith. Please produce steel tools. We do need more laborers. Can we remove a couple of miners for now? We have quite a few students that should be graduating here soon, so I'm not worried about that. Can we put a third story here? Would that look stupid? I think we did that on the other one. God, that looks so dumb. We're doing it. We're doing it. We need the space. We need lots of houses. So it looks like last year we produced 18. We used almost about 15. Is that orchard producing this year? Not yet. So I think maybe we should add another crop field, maybe? It's a 10 by 8. Is there a perfect with an 8 long? Let's see, I have to go back to this. So crop field, max food per worker. There's a 15 by 8. Oh, 15 by 8, that works. Can we please set this as, what's close? Squash, I guess. There we go. Maybe we should take the nomads. I'm running out of laborers. I could also remove some builders. Because I think we're fine on everything else. Oh, a child named Dwig was born. Okay, how's that butcher shop coming? Butcher shop over here. Yeah, please make steak with beef. Because now we're getting beef from these cows. There's actually a lot more over here than it is the other side. So we have a butcher over there. We also have one over here. Behind these trees, I swear it's there. You can kind of see it right there. It's like right in here. Oh my god, there's more space. This is so nice. Child named Ernest was born. Can we stick another crop field over here? Oh, we might be able to put an orchard here. What's the orchard size? Max food per worker. It's a 15 by 4, so let's see. Hold on, if we move it a little. Yeah, 15 by 4. Don't work this, though. We're just gonna hold it for now. I'm hoping that we can start getting a couple more of the tree ones. Because I don't want just, like, a whole bunch of chestnuts and things. We can't actually turn it into alcohol or anything. Oh good, you're actually doing well with the squash this year. I'm sorry about that for last year. I had nothing to do with that. I don't know what you're talking about. It's probably gonna look really dumb, but can't we do this? Oh, we can. Good, there's the 3rd floor residence, so Lillian the hunter and Malvira the miner have moved in. And Giovannis the stonecrutter was crushed by a rock. Oh no! I'm so sorry. I did see that people can actually go crazy and be banished, but we've never actually seen that happen. I've never seen that happen in my 189 hours of playing this, so... Okay, tools are low. We did just put a 2nd blacksmith, so we should be okay. We have a couple of people who have grown up and needed tools. Good, we're actually getting a lot of beef. Like a lot of beef. So these cows were very much so worth it. If we wanted to a little bit later, like if we end up expanding out here, we could probably put a 2nd or a 3rd cow. And then be able to split that. Be able to have a couple of more. Yeah, apparently they can go crazy. Apparently if they go crazy, we can banish them. Oh, Rake the Forester has died of old age. I do remember Rake. He was one of the nomads that had shown up. Can we start another house? Which, I wonder if that's why we got banished. Although we were banished because we're shitty architects and we keep putting random shit on top of random shit. Okay, it looks like the nomads are still here. Currently have 41 homes for 61 families. I don't think we can take them in. I really don't. I mean, there's gonna be plenty of nomads, right? I'm sorry, guys. I'm not sure what it is that forced you guys from your previous home. But I wish you all luck in the next area that you request citizenship, but it's not happening here. I'm sorry. We just can't. We just physically cannot. We have to even out our food stocks a little bit more before we can accept more people. If you guys would have brought us seeds with you too, I mean, that would have been fine. Oh, a child named Well was born. Why are you not pulling up your beans? It's already early autumn. Where are you? Oh, he is working. Okay. I got worried for a second. Yeah, he's got a steel tool, so yeah, he's doing a lot faster. Good, so we're gonna get the entirety of our crops coming in, so we'll be able to have a pretty decent... What? We should be able to get a pretty decent, like, gauge on, like, how we're doing for food this year. Since we did add a, couple more things. Especially fields and things like that. See how we could do. Good, Dickie and Antha have moved in. Probably start another one here soon. Oh good, we are getting so much beef. Oh, we're getting some steak too. Looks like we're not able to keep up on the roast, however. A child named Philomi was born. Philomi? Philomene? Philomene. And we do have one person in every profession. Unfortunately, this is so severely modded, we're not going to be able to get the achievements anyway. So, whoops. Oh, a merchant has arrived. Hello. You have food. I think we're okay for now. We're trying to see how much we're getting. So far, it looks like we've produced 1,500. We've used about 10,000. I'm not sure how accurate that is. Stick around here, we'll see if, oh, actually, we can remove a couple of these traders. We'll see if we need you, but we might not need your food, but we'll see. Although we could purchase plums from you and start turning that into alcohol. Do we really want to buy it though, and then risk it running out? I mean, risk it. It will absolutely run out. Okay, looks like we're still working on this corn over here. This looks like we've produced 16,000 right now. Oh? Oh shit, have we hit our food limit? No, 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 no. Keep getting food. Keep getting food, please. Okay, good. We absolutely need food. So let's start sending some food over. Shit. We have a bunch of beef now. Can we pull 1,000 of it? Well, we could turn it into steak. Let's take 500 beans. Let's take potatoes. We have quite a lot. Can we take 1,000 of those potatoes? Still have a lot of fish. Please take an even 1,000. Venison we're still turning into. Chestnuts. We haven't taken any of those. Can we take 300? And somehow we have a shit ton of water. I'm not even going to pretend to say what that name is. Let's take some extra water. We really don't have a lot of firewood. We probably need to set up the other one. 450 stone. We have a bunch of onions. Can we take 50? Logs, roots. We could take some roots. Please take 50. Yeah, Tangel, that's what I looked at. Tangeli? Tanjali? Ari? Arlie? can't even read that. Is that an I or is that an L? I think that's an I. Oh, Camric the miner has died. Sorry, Camric. Let's see. We have a little bit of mushrooms. And now we have a couple of steel tools. We have no iron tools left. Somebody zoom in. Enhance. Let me know. Let me know what you think it is. Steel tool, hide coats. Can actually probably start turning these into very warm coats here soon. And take 10 roast. Ooh, yeah, we're making steak. 72, so is that maybe 43-ish? I always loved watching those because especially when I went to school for a lot of like graphic design and stuff like that. We were like, yeah, you can't enhance any of that. It's never gonna look like that. Oh, 1 second. Okay. This is the third time that I've attempted to sneeze today. And it's gotten stuck in my nose, and I'm a little bit upset. I will not lie. Oh, Lena the woodcutter has died of old age. Poor Lena. I think we might need to actually have another butcher. Also, isn't it? It's early winter and it hasn't frosted yet, knock on wood. Maybe we'll have a nice, easy winter. It's like barely frosting now. Who knows? Maybe this will be a very mild little snowfall thing. Why? What is the temperature currently here? Let's see. It's currently 31. Yeah. I'm sure there's like some crazy person that's like learned it or something, but that sure is not happening in any regular design classes of any sort. They're like, oh, it's fine. They like give you like a JPEG, and you're like, what is this? You want me to enhance this? It's like 60 DPI. Can we put another butcher here? Ooh, we can. Wait, is that lined up? That is. Because there's like this little tiny random hill here. So I was trying to avoid, but I'm not sure. Oh shoot, I put it on the other way. Although it won't fit here anyway. The storage barn is in the way. But I did want to put some more like fields and things over here, but I want to wait until we have some more seeds. I recently was helping out a friend of mine. Speaking of hell, she... Okay, I shouldn't put it all on her. A couple of them decided they were gonna do like a business venture, I guess would be a good way to put it. And I asked them, I said, have you guys had a logo made? And she goes, yeah, the other lady wants us to use this. So with her phone camera, she takes a picture of a poster that is on their wall and goes, can you use this as the logo? It was a poster that she had purchased. She didn't make it. She purchased this poster. Let's just leave it like that. With the glare and everything. Because it's not like a poster on the wall, it's a poster in a poster frame on the wall. They're all boomers. I'm gonna be honest. They don't. No, I asked Declan, I was like, hey Declan, can you help me? And he did his own rendition because I unfortunately do not have Adobe Acrobat. It does not, well, like Illustrator specifically, for some reason Illustrator just does not work on my computer. I don't know why. And I've never really been good at vectors, so I said, can you do me a favor and can you just make something like similar-ish? Like outside of copyright. And just vector it for me. Came through clutch. It all worked. And they were like, oh, this looks so nice. How'd you do that? I was like, just don't ask. I was like, I'm not dealing with this. It's like I'm too tired and old to try and explain to them that I cannot, with copyright law, do this. And like 3 days later, one of them finally messaged me and she was like, we can't do that because of copyright, right? And I was like, no, you absolutely cannot. I said, but the way we're doing it, it won't be. So it was like similar, but not. So it would be considered like fair use. It was a mess. Oh good, Xavier and Mernandine have become laborers. Yeah, I haven't done any digital art in years, so it's like, man, my degree, so useless. I can't even get my tablet to work anymore. So I'm hoping at some point we're gonna get a new tablet. I'm looking at like one of the XP pens or the Hunons or something, so I don't have to deal with Wacom anymore. But, yeah, I used to take my tablet to class and everything, and I would do all the art for all of the video games and stuff. Useless. Haven't done it in years. Don't do any of it anymore. None of it. Figures. Spent all that money. I got literally nothing out of it. The most I did was I, did a commission like 3 years back, and that was it. Haven't done anything since. It was a friend of mine's D&D character. Oh good, so the third floor is built. God, this looks like terrible. Oh, here's Tenjali. Tangentially. Yeah, university was not... I really wish I would have skipped it. Don't get me wrong, I had fun. Oh, good. Wait, hold on. We need beef, right? We have a ton of beef. Please make steaks. It was a ton of fun. Met a lot of people. Very nice. I did a lot. I did 20 credit hours every single semester. I worked for 20 hours. And I ran 2 different clubs over 3 years. And then I participated and was on boards for like 4 or 5 others. So needless to say, I was very busy, and I very much so enjoyed it. If I had the chance now, with the knowledge that I have, I would not have done it. As fun as it was, just would not. 100%. Would have just never gone. Which is unfortunate, but... Oh, a child named Garland was born. And Nellion and Germani have become adults. Good, how's this storage barn doing over here? So it has some beef, and it has a little bit of herbs. Good job, cows. I'm so proud of you. Sheep, I need you to follow their example. Oh, good. So far we have 6 of them. And Hasidri, the herbalist, has died of old age. Oh. Child named Jean was born, and Aya has become a student. Oh, I don't know why I closed out of that. Come back, event log. Thank you. Oh. Oh. So Aya, but then this is Ali. Okay. Yeah, I was in the best state of mind going in. I was not coming out. let's put it that way. That's a good way to describe it. Okay, so it is currently spring. We actually do have a lot. Ooh, we produced 21,000 food and we used 15. I think we can go ahead and put a couple more houses then. Yeah, because we're kind of short some houses. Please start making a couple of second floor residences. Let's do 3 of them. Oh, wait, I'm blocking. Hold on. Hold on. I just realized I'm really big. There we go. Oh, they've already dropped off all the logs. What the fuck? What? How the fuck? Did they know? But we have 11 laborers right now. I think we could set for a couple more miners to go. Miner. We'll do 10. Yeah, I think it's the right call to not. Higher education should not be forced upon people. It was absolutely drilled in my head. And now with what I'm doing, being this much in debt, at least as an American, not worth it. And with the amount that I've done with my degree, doubly not worth it. And the fact that I speak to absolutely, well, okay, I speak to 1 person, 2 people that I went to college with. One of them's a VTuber now. And the other one, we exchange cards every couple of seasons, and that's about it. It's so not worth it. I don't even use any of the languages that I studied either. So it's really depressing. Okay, why is this bakery not going? You should be making bread. Yeah, I think more people should just go to trade school, frankly. I wish I would have learned a trade. I was half debating that at one point of just going back. Oh! No, Blakisha, you're like 37 years old. You're not gonna have any fucking kids. God damn it. I was gonna say, we've had Blakisha for quite a while. That makes sense. Seward and Maticus have both died of old age. God damn it, we're not gonna have any kids with them. We need children. Children, people. Come on, children. Have kids. Oh wow, we still have 9,000 food? And then to be fair, we are actually adding in the sheep over here too, so we should be able to get mutton. We also did add another squash field. Listen, people have already been clipping half the stuff I say out of context. It's great. There's a reason why we had a quote command for a very long time. We haven't done anything with it in years, but... Okay, I think we screwed up. So the 3rd floor is here. The general store is here. The 2nd floor is here. Oh good, Tristan and Melamay have moved in. Sham and Cecily have moved in. Can we fix that one, please? Whoops. This is gonna look so funky. I kind of want to watch this happen. Is that this one? This is this one. So they're currently dropping off the logs. They're dropping off the stone. I'm sure these people that live on the 3rd floor are probably upset. And they're like, are you serious? You guys are gonna wedge a whole other story for a family underneath us? This is why we got banished from our last place. Is for architecture crimes like this. They're probably like drilling up into their floor and they're like, sorry, you should have been built second, not first. Oh god. This is terrible. Let's see, it looks like they're grabbing some more stuff for here. Looks like there's a little bit more log to go in. I just want to watch how the hell they do this. It's probably so rickety and janky. Where are these builders? Early is working. Chadriel is getting something to eat. Early's picking up resources. It just looks so stupid. Oh, he's trying to work on it. I don't think there's any physics. Oh, she brought some more logs. Okay, now we're just missing 9. Oh, they're building this other one. So that's over here above this residence. So Dickie the herdsman all lives by himself. So he's getting a new neighbor. He's had it too nice for so long. So he's literally gonna lose his little chimney in his roof, and he's like, man, it was so nice. He's looking around, everywhere else is like 2nd floors. He was like the last one. He's like, oh, it's so nice. I have my own little house. I don't hear anybody above me. It's so great. And then, how would you describe it? Gentrification? Industrialization came in and goes, we need more houses. We need more families. There's even like a random tree that's back there. A single tree. He's like, it's so nice. I could walk to the park. Nobody would bother me. Oh. Okay, so they're building this one. 94. 95. 99. Congratulations, Dickie. You now have Stir and Ninifer living above you. He's like, God damn it. They're gonna have kids. They're gonna be walking above me. Okay, how's this one going? So they're starting to put in some of the scaffolding. It's actually starting to look like a real house. Upstairs, Brienne, Janaya, and Kendrick are upset. Kendrick's probably trying to sleep. And they're out here sawing. They're like, it was so nice above the general store. We didn't hear anybody. It wasn't attached. There wasn't even scaffolding on the other side. It's just on one end. It's so stupid. I can't believe that's working. Yeah, but it's like a new plaza that has something fancy in it, and you've been waiting for it. It's like a new fancy food place, and you're like, oh, it's gonna taste so good. But man, that used to be a park. Okay, can I bitch for a second about parks? Where I used to live over in New York, they had a park and you couldn't park there unless you were going to the park. This goddamn park had 4 benches and a goddamn dumpster. That was the whole park. What the hell are you supposed to do there? We would go to try and eat across the street. We couldn't park there because there was a park there. And it literally said if you were not in the park, this is a tow-away zone. What the hell do you want me to do at this park? I was so upset. Every time we went over there, it was the only parking that was available, and I'd be like, "Urgh." It was so specific, and it was dedicated to somebody. I was like, man, are you ever that terrible of a person? That, like... It was the best park ever. Like, if you... Did you ever have a life that was just so terrible that someone dedicates a dumpster to you in a park? Like, what? It was so depressing. I hated it. I just, it was really good Mexican food. And it was so popular. And I just wanted to eat. And I was like, can we get it to go and then come sit in the park? It was so dumb. It's like... Hey, where are you? Are you getting this squash? It's already late. Oh, Ollie the Gatherer has died of old age. But a child named Rodricky was born, and Alberti the Farmer has died of old age. God, we're losing people like flies. We have 35 out of 144 graves. Are you working? Oh. So this is Han. She is working. You can go ahead and start harvesting. You've already got 99% yield. Just pull it up. I don't even know what you're doing. Everybody else is done. Did you not look at the assignment? Look, there's even deer over here eating the squash. Okay, but I think we have plenty of food. I think we could start doing the second floors. I think I might have overdone it a little bit on food. Please make these second floors. Oh, we could see more of the game now. This is so nice. I think it's the animals. Yeah, because even the sheep are coming back. We should probably set for an additional pasture over here. That goes there. Oh, there's another... Let's do that. Oh, yeah. Just a nice big KFC right in the big giant corner. You're like, I remember when that was a giant hill. They did that to the park that I grew up over next to. It was a big giant hill that we could take our bikes up and down. Apparently people, like, 10 years later, after I moved away, started hiding drugs in the hill. I don't know how true that is. I don't know how you do that. But they ripped out the whole hill. And they put a pool. I was like, okay. Let's see, can we place... Yeah, let's see if we could start another pasture and see if we could get the sheep over here. Let's see, what size can we make it? Sheep. Pasture size for sheep. We could do a smaller one, so we could do a 12 by 8. Oh, yeah, we're running out of food again, aren't we? Holy shit. Oh. Yeah, sure, let's make 5,400 food. Why is yours so high? Why does yours go up by 5,000? Everybody else's goes up by 1,000. Yeah, you need a Burger King, or a Wendy's, or a Dairy Queen. Do you guys even have Dairy Queen? They're my favorite. It's not actually ice cream. So probably not. I think that's only an American thing. Let's see. Come on, sheep size. Wait, we could do a 8 by 8 that gives us 4 sheep. Uh, 12 by 8. Let's try that. Oh, god damn it. Fine, can we do a 10 by 8? There we go. 10 by 8. Actually, we could do a 10 by 16. Yeah, you know what? Let's do a 10 by 16. That'll give us 10 sheep. Yeah, apparently it's not a thing anywhere except for America, just because it's not actually really ice cream. It's so good, though. Hello, what do you— oh, you have chickens! Chickens! I want chickens. These chickens are expensive. 12. 2? Is that enough? No. God damn it. So what will you buy? I think you buy firewood, right? Do we have a bunch of firewood extra now? No, because I never put in the other one. I stopped one of the woodcutters. I didn't mean to. I meant to go and redo that. So we have a ton of food. We do have a lot of logs, but I think those are 2 per... Oh good, Chadriel and Annalicia have moved over here now. Whoops. So, do we have... well, we have some steel tools. Can we grab a couple of those? Even though we kind of need those. We kind of need chickens. 20. We have some extra stone. Is that 50? Let's pull 50. Oh, we have a bunch of hide coats. So we have 60, so can we pull 50? Because we already have 12 in here. Iron? Let's pull 75. It's, they call it, dairy dessert. I'll have to Google and see what it actually is. But it's not actually. We can sell the wool. Oh, we're getting some wool. Ooh. Stone, berries, leather. How do we have 102 fucking leather now? Oh, because of the cows. Does it really say I'm playing RimWorld? Are you sure that's not Troc? Are you 100% sure? Because I know Troc keeps going in and out of RimWorld, testing a whole bunch of mods. Because we're trying to set up a multiplayer. Does it really say I'm playing RimWorld? Hold on. Are you sure? Because it says I'm playing Banished. Thanks, Steam. Well, it might say I'm playing RimWorld on there, but on Discord it might be saying I'm playing Banished. Or vice versa. Or say I'm not playing any games whatsoever. That's also a thing that I've seen. Or it just doesn't count that I'm streaming. I've decided not to ask questions of half of these platforms anymore. Okay, how can we get these chickens? Good, so we have 50 stone. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. At 2 a.m., Sometimes you just want to play Stolen Realm. Okay. Sometimes Stolen Realm is just too good, and you're like, I'm just gonna play it. We've been play. We only played until 1:30 last night, okay? I don't know. We talked about that. I'm not sure if we can stream that. It doesn't seem that interesting, but... So wait, can we get more of this? And see if we could get maybe 3 chickens? Come on, 3 chickens. Oh good, pasture. Please take sheep. Please have someone work here. Please... Oh, we can't split the sheep yet. That's okay. We'll split them here in a minute. No, Witcher just didn't want you to play. We're not asking any questions. I did that with GOG too. I was trying to get a couple of things to update. Just refused every single one of them. I don't know why. Because we were talking about last night my want to play. Ooh, we're overpaying. Do we have enough? Can we get these? Wait, 4? Okay, we need 44 more units. You know, I keep looking at the count. Oh, we're overpaying by 116. Hold on. So let's try 15. Okay, 66 units, so minus 6. So what is that, 9? Oh, perfect. Now we're overpaying by 6, so let's do that. We'll get 3 chickens. If we overpay a little bit more... No, now we're underpaying, so we need to have another 284 units. Damn it. Urgh! Okay. Fine, just 3 chickens. Now I gotta figure out what the hell I did. Was it 11? Okay, overpaying by 26, so 9. And then minus 5, so 74. Yeah, overpaying by 1 unit. Alright, we will take 3 chickens. Now hold on. Don't pull any stone. Otherwise, we're not going to have any. Please do 10 stone. We do have a bunch of iron. Can we just pull 10? Iron tools. We have none. Steel tools. Currently have 11, so let's just keep 11 here. What else did we just sell? Hide coats. Let's just do 25. And then steel tools. I think we already fixed that. 10, 500. Don't pull wool. I think I got it? Question mark? Is that all of them? Or 50, 25. Oh, 1. Wait, no, we were gonna do 10. Okay, I got it. Okay, now I can finish my thought. But we have chickens. We'll see if we could pull some more and maybe pay for some more later. Wait, why are you leaving? Did I hit dismiss? I don't think I did. I think I hit X, didn't I? You son of a bitch. But I'm curious. So they leave. They go over here. They decide where. So yeah, I think they take this. They go over here. Are you going back the way you came? What the fuck? I swear I've actually seen them turn around. What? Oh, see, now you're not gonna do it because I said something. I guess they could go back the way they came instead of going that way. Alright. But anyway, Stolen Realm is like a, like an RPG. I talked about this like 2 weeks ago or so on stream. I'm not sure if it's a good stream game. It's a lot of running around, getting to the next section, fighting a boss, going to the next section, fighting a boss. It's like a... No, you did flip around. Why the fuck did you flip around? We all saw there wasn't another traitor over here. They go over here, they flip around, and they fucking come back. Are you... Okay. Anyway, it's... It's kind of like a 4K type of game. Kind of like a Civ type of thing where it's a lot of like the hexes and things. I guess I could liken it to like a South Park fractured butthole thing. Turn-based thing. And it... Like, it's interesting, but it's not really, like, stream, story, events type of thing. It's just pretty much run through, hit the dungeon, run through, hit the dungeon, run through, hit the boss. Maybe get a couple of weird events, try and roll for it. It's... I was saying maybe we'll do it, like, once, see if it would be fun. And then if we enjoy it, maybe we'll continue it, but I highly doubt it, but I opened up GOG to try and update Theme Hospital, because apparently there's a new mod that somebody came out with a little bit ago. Trying to fix the multiplayer, because fun fact, there is a multiplayer to it. So you guys could do like competing hospitals type of thing. Apparently there was supposed to be a fix for it, so I tried to update it. I couldn't get it to work properly, so I don't know if it's just me that's stupid, but yeah, it just wouldn't connect. It just wouldn't connect whatsoever. So I was like, alright, I give up. Then everybody was saying, yeah, I should try Lords of the Realm and some of the other Sierra games, since we were talking about Sierra ones yesterday. But I just wanted to get Theme Hospital to work. That's all I wanted. And apparently it did not work. Like I said, I really like Bullfrog, I really like Sierra games. And yeah, the support for them modernly, not very great. Guess I'm like one of the few. Because most people will end up just going and playing like, you know, 2 Point Hospital or 2 Point Campus or things like that instead. Which I get. Because then you don't have to rummage around with like some of the old tech. Good, did we build this pasture? Okay, so we did. So can we split the sheep yet? We can! Please send half of the sheep away. Hehehehe. So, we do have a tailor. We do have plenty of leather now. I wonder if we should switch the tailor over to the warm coats. How are we doing with wool? Currently have 24. Yeah, I think that should be enough. I think let's see if we could start making like really nice coats because it's going to take them a while. But I don't want to build another tailor just yet, but we should have plenty of hide coats to even it out a little. The builders are bored. Currently have 62 families and 49 homes. Can we please continue a couple more residences? I kind of like this whole doing like 2 or 3 at a time. Even though it looks like garbage. But hey, it works. Looks like they killed a deer over here. It's like there's still a couple of deer wandering around through here. So I wonder if they're doing it from here to here. So maybe we will keep the little hunting cabin here. Oh, look, a baby sheep! So these sheep are walking along, so they're going to go and split off into this other area. So we're doing that to try and prevent, you know, any kind of infestation with them, because it will kill all of that sheep in that pen. And it will travel from, like, one pen next to another. So if we have them a little bit separate, we should be good. But hello, chickens! They give us eggs and chickens. Oh, and Maybelly the Forester has died of old age. I think she used to live in this section, if I remember right. Yeah, Germani and Carlisle have moved over here, it looks like. Oh, Dickie and Ailey have moved over here now, so I guess Dickie got sick of the people living above him, and he's now moved. Sorry, Dickie. Yeah, because now Bessia and Early have moved in over here. Stir and Ninnifer are still here, so they had a son, Antiago, it looks like. Oh, we have another Dickie. This one's a different Dickie. Okay, but some of our residents should be getting older, so we should be able to even out with some of the houses with that too. But we are making a couple more residences here and there. So over here on top of the school, we are putting a 3rd floor. We did realize that we could do that. So the school would take up the 1st and the 2nd floor. That's going to be prime real estate for anybody with kids or hoping to have kids. So I'm hoping it'll fill up fairly quickly. Let's see. We were talking about adding another tailor. Kind of want to also do... Let's see. Cloth vendor, fruit vendor. I think we've already put all of these. I think we have plenty of physicians, and I think we're okay. I kind of want to do this cathedral. Even though it literally takes so much shit. Look at this. 820 stone, 280 iron, and 340 fucking logs. God, that would look really nice. Ooh, can we fit a watermill here? That is a big-ass cathedral. No, it won't fit here. Oh, Xavi and Annalise have moved here. Damn it. Would work on this one. Of course it would. Will you fit somewhere? No. Oh, you'll fit over here. That's nice. We're not going to be over there for quite a while. Can we just do a regular windmill? Okay, there's another residence. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put another windmill. Because we do currently have 11 laborers. We can set for a couple more miners to go to work. So let's do a couple. We're also going to build a tailor. Which way does the house go? I think it goes on that side. Tailor. Yep, goes over here. Oh shit, do I have to move it up one? No! God damn it. Maybe let's put the tailor's house first. And then put the tailor around it. There we go. That's better. And then I kind of want to put another butchery. Oh, Line the herdsman has died of old age. I really thought that was going to say that they got trampled. Thankfully they did not. Good. Lornelius and Raquelin have moved in, and Nellion and Cole have moved in. Let's set that here. Then I think we could put the second story. Nope, it's on the wrong side. I keep doing that. That's fine. Oh, Raimoni the Forester has died. Because then let's do this. Okay, stone and logs are low. But we have a butcher shop. We have a tailor. We have the windmill. And we have the second story going. Oh, a child named Mine was born and a child named Fred was born. But I'm hoping we can get a couple more people working around some of these mines, and I think the best way to do that is to probably put some more houses closer to it. I don't think we've put a well for a while either. Anybody see the well? I think we put it over here. Oh, there's one. I was gonna say maybe we could shove one here. Put that there. Put that there. Put that there. We also need a pasture for the chickens. Now the chickens one is weird, because we could fit a ton of chickens over there. Chickens. Oh god, so if we do a 10 by 12, we could fit 20 chickens. If we do a 12 by 12, we could fit 24 chickens. If we just do a 9 by an 8, though, or an 8 by a 9, we could do 12 chickens. Just do 12 chickens for now, so... Oh, look, the windmill's going in! Ah! But 8 by 9... 8 by 9... A little bit up. So wait, can I move it back a little? No. 8 by 9. 8 by 9. Please have chickens move over here. Oh, wait. This looks so stupid. Oh, some deer are over here. They're hanging out with the sheep and the cows. Like, hey, how's it going? Okay, so windmill, please make corn flour. And then we need another 9 by 8, 8 by 9. Are you serious? There's a goddamn hill in the way. One single little fucking hill. 7 by 7, 8 by 9. Let's do that. So we'll have 2 different spots for chickens. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Chicken, 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 chicken. That's probably my favorite thing ever, if you've ever seen it. Where they kept sending... It was a scientific document to an unsecure printer. Whenever they'd be yelling just to piss them off. And it was just chicken. Chicken, chicken, chicken. Every table was just chicken. Oh good, so the tailor's been built, but not the... Well, the residence has been built, but not the tailor. Alright. I hope you enjoy your attic. Hope it works. Oh no! Dinan the stonecutter was crushed by a rock. It's literally... It's... They built the residence before they built the tailor. That's what happened. It's pretty great. It definitely works. I love this game. Good, and they're working on the butcher shop. Actually, we could start putting them over here. You know... Sometimes you're just a little landing and an attic and one window. Sometimes, if you're the one above the tavern, you're just a landing and 4 windows. You can literally see it's just the landing and then a couple of windows. You know, there's a reason why we got banished for architecture crimes. If we wanted this place to be correct, it was not going to happen with me. But we have a merchant here. Ooh, a general goods merchant. What do you have? You have apple seeds, and you have pepper seeds. And you'll purchase food! Hello, best friend. Hello. Firewood, we don't need that. Mushrooms. Do we need firewood? No, we're actually bringing it back up. Apple seeds. Pepper seeds. Okay, 5,000 units. Can we do that in just the food alone? So 2,100 potatoes. 2,000 squash. And 900 fish. Kick ass. Okay. What else do you have that we could potentially want? Oh, you have wheat. Can make a flour. Can trade you for roast. We have beans. What if we do 1,000 beans for 1,000 wheat? 1,000 and 1,000. How much extra do we have with steak? Really not a lot. Oh, I think we'll stick with that. So let's not overpay. I mean, we can sell water, we can sell corn, we can sell onions, we can sell roots. But I think we'll stick with this for now. I definitely want some wheat. We'll turn that into flour. I definitely want these seeds. Now we can actually start having a couple of extra trees. So let's please do that. Perfect. Oh, wait. Hold on. What the hell did we just trade them? We do not have 1,000 beans. Please take none. What was the other thing we traded? Fish. Oh, we have plenty of fish. Go ahead and grab some. We traded squash. Just grab 1,000. We traded potatoes. We actually don't have any potatoes. Don't take any potatoes. And then wheat. Okay, so we got to pull that out. We're gonna turn that into bread. Okay. This brand new windmill, instead of making corn flour... Oh shit, you already are. This one, please switch to wheat, because it's right next to you. Yay! Then we can continue to make some bread over here at the bakery that we can kind of see over here in the corner. I kind of want to put another bakery over here, but a lot of our flour making is done over in this section. So I don't know if that's really going to work very well. We did also kind of block off this little section over here, so we'd have to drag a walking path from there. If you couldn't tell, I'm kind of not a very good city planner. Despite really liking these games, I kind of suck at it. Oh good, the pasture's ready. Please pull chickens. Please have somebody work there. So that's the first pasture. Still waiting on this other one to get done, but that's okay. The tailor is ready. Please start making warm coats. How are we doing? So we currently have 8 laborers. Go ahead and make another house. Okay, logs are low, so it's going to take them a little bit longer. The butcher shop, though, just needs stone, but we're currently out of it. And it's currently autumn? Do you guys want to go out in the woods and get some stone for us? The bored farmers. Oh, and there's iron over here. Ooh, go get that. Okay, but bakery. Bakery, bakery, bakery. Bakery. I also think I want to skip this market over here. Because I think I want to do more of that center where we put a whole bunch of different things. Like the fruit and vegetable market, the meat stall, things like that. Good, but the butcher over here is making beef steaks. Are we even getting venison anymore? Yes, actually we are. We have 1,900, so... Bakery. How the hell do you make? Fuck this hill. Fuck this hill sideways. It's just like a too wide hill. It's just so dumb. Are you telling me we couldn't rip out that fucking hill? Look at it. It's just like one little spot on each. It's like the size of a goddamn well. Okay, but if we put bakery here. Where does the house go? Okay, it goes on this side. Cool. There we go. Oh, that's right, the other pasture. Let's keep this over here for now. Because we have to wait for there to at least be 10 chickens before we can split them. So I'll keep it up just so I remember. But look! Chickens! So they should start replicating here. And then we should get a bunch of them. Look at them go! So it's currently late autumn of our 26th year. Looks like some of our squash didn't get pulled in, but I think that should be okay. Our food stock is doing a lot better than it was. We currently have 2,100 food. So last year we produced 25,000. We used 16,000. So if we weren't running so badly on stone, I think what I would do is probably like finish up all of these residences. I think we'll just do like maybe 1 or 2 more for now. We're actually going a lot faster in this playthrough than we did the last time, so we currently have 53 homes for 65 families. So we did fill out quite a few of them. We should probably have a couple of people getting very elderly too. Oh, Tanjali has become a student, and so is Arlie. I still don't know if it's an I or an R. I think it's an I. Hold on. That's an I. Somebody doesn't understand graphic design and kerning. Good, but the cows are doing well over here. So it looks like they are giving us a lot of beef, so it was very useful to get these cows. What we might consider doing later is to have a 3rd section of them. Good, this one's working on corn. So this one switch over to... They did! They have wheat. I'm hoping nobody else takes all the wheat and starts using it. Looks like there's a lot of it missing. Kind of hoping we can get like a lot of flour going. I don't know if maybe we need another mill? But it looks like Sylvesty has become a student, and a child named Audius and a child named Melissa were born. And a child named Cleona was born. Wow, we have a lot of beef. Are people eating it? They are. And they're eating steak and roast. Yeah, here's a meat store. Wow, they have 7,000. They have all the beef. They took all of it. So, are you guys not getting beef over here? Huh. I wonder if maybe we should put a meat store here? Or are you guys just not getting enough because there's only 5 here? Well, these guys are going to be just out of range of that anyway, so I suppose we could start putting little stores here and there. So like one with beef, one with fruit, and something like that. So let's do that, because I don't think we can really go this way. Just because of the little annoying hill that's here too. Let's put a little meat store. Let's put a 2nd floor. And then a 3rd floor. Oh, god damn it. I fucked up one. Hold on. There we go. Oh, Elwoodson the blacksmith has died of old age. The menus are back. They're back. It's great. I swear. We could put a cloth vendor. Although I think they've kind of got that down pat. I also think maybe we should switch this over to 1. Eight, 8, 12, 12. 6, 6. I want to make sure I don't have anybody just wandering around not doing anything. How do people play like this normally? Like, this is giving me like a lot of anxiety and stuff. Like, there's just so much stuff. And then apparently people keep the trade window open all the time. Like, good lord. I can't even... Okay, here's... Okay, now I know where we are. Let's see, we have a bunch of fish again. 2,000. We have a whole bunch of squash again. Pull 800. Beans. Pull 500. Keep the venison because we're turning it into roast. Potatoes. We'll pull 500. I was gonna say maybe we should have it where it's all 1,000, but pull a little bit extra corn. Water? We just have so much water. I just don't get it. What are you supposed to do with the water? Just eat it? Chestnuts. Steak. Yeah, we could pull a little bit of steak again. Firewood. I think we may have to consider putting in a third fire cutter. We may have to consider putting in a third wood cutter. There we go. That's a little better. Let's do 50 iron because we have a little bit extra. We're gonna keep the flour so we can make bread. We're turning coal into tools. We actually do have quite a few steel tools. Let's pull another 9 for an even 20. Just so we have some extra. Okay, I need you guys to use these hide coats so we could just have warm coats. That's what I need. Ooh, are we out of herbs? Uh-oh. Oh, and Tomas the physician has died of old age. Can we pull out of 100 herbs just in case? Did we just use all of it? Produce, use. Yeah, we're using more herbs. Shoot, we may need another herbalist. This year we used 98. We produced 62. We'll pull some out for now. Oh, and that's right. We could switch this. So have apples grow this year, please. And we'll put apples here as well. There we go. And over here too. Apple, work. Okay. There we go. Oh, and that's right. Peppers. Peppers. Peppers, peppers. Switch to some peppers. What do we have a lot of? We have a lot of beans. Please switch this squash over to peppers. So we'll have 2 sets of peppers. Is that too close to each other? No, I think that should be fine. Wait. Last year we produced 24,000 food. We used 24,000 food. What happened? That doesn't seem right. Are we just growing? Although we should be getting chickens next. Do you guys give venison? What do they give? Hold on. Let's see. So topic. Professions. Pastures. I want sheep. Sheep will produce wool for clothing. In addition to providing meat for food. So, what do they give? Do they give venison or do they give something else? What do you guys give? I can't remember. Oh, you guys give mutton. Okay. So no, you guys are producing. So I think this other butcher shop is gonna have to start making lamb chops, right? Yeah, I think we need that. We have quite a few working on beef, but you guys should be giving us mutton. Okay, so now we'll have meat again. And then we just put in the apple farms. So why am I panicking? How do we use so much more food? Are we just... We have 162 citizens. Oh, we also need another chapel here, too. Are we just too big? I think we might be just getting too big. I think we may need to start putting in some more food stocks. Let's put a chapel here. Let's pause it for now, though. Susanna the Butcher has died of old age, ironically enough. Oh shoot, we can produce apples now. We can make ale with apples. So please work this. Please make ale from apples. Please have somebody work here. It's gonna be quite a bit. Actually, it's gonna be 2 years before they'll get any apples. Hold on, never mind. Hold on, never mind. I'm sorry. I just realized what I did. It's gonna be 2 years before we have any goddamn apples. They're just putting in the fucking trees now. Somebody remind me later in 2 years' time to go and set up some tavern. Oh good, the 3rd floor is done. So Howley the physician and Carly the herbalist have moved in. Please pop the little chapel here. Please put the meat store back here. Hold on, can we scooch everything? Try and fit. No! Okay, this is just gonna have to stay up here. I was hoping it could all be a one column. Okay, so we can't split these chickens yet. Let's set this as chickens, though. Don't work it, though. Okay, so it looks like we're out of stone. We are out of stone. Can we please send for a couple of laborers to go out here to go collect some? Should probably consider putting a stockpile maybe over here. This is a big empty area anyway. There we go. Just so they don't have to walk as far. There is one over here, but I do like putting them everywhere. Just wherever we have some like extra space. Anywhere that's like 3 wide that we can't really put a well. Just so we have like spots of it. I think we could put one here. We can! It just helps out with some of our placement of different things. You're not even the baker. Where does the baker live? It's working. Where do you live? Oh, you live across the street. I take it you don't want to live in the bakery over here? Can't bring my work home with me? Literally right across the street. If I can click on them. That's the 3rd floor. Are you on the 2nd floor? Yeah. So Socorus over here works across the street in the bakery. Doesn't feel like living above it. Stony over here is a trader. Where do you work? Oh, at the trading post. Got it. Oh, are we out of wheat? Okay, start making corn then. Oh, and Alan the farmer has died of old age. A lot of our people are going to be growing very old here soon. So I'm hoping that should also help with some of our housing crisis. Although, now we're less than 10, so this is a lot better than it was. We were 20 short at one point, and then I think it was like 30 short, so... Now we just need to get our food back up. Oh god. Kivante the teacher and Iwali the fisherman have both died all of a sudden. Good, so this residence is almost done. That's this one over here. I know we can barely see it. It's right here. So, Dickie and Antha. Why do we keep torturing the ones that are named Dickie? We just keep building around them. They're like, come on guys, just stop. Like, please. Okay, they keep going over here for some reason. Maybe we'll give them a little path so it'll be a little bit faster. Okay, so Kendrick and Tishella have moved in over here. Oh, that's better. I wish I had a wider screen. Like my actual monitor. Because I have seen some people do that. Where their stuff is like giant. But then it would probably make these menu windows like tiny as hell. Looks like we have a 3rd floor here. Looks like another 3rd floor over here. This is quite an extensive town already. Okay, Denning has become an adult and a child named Olens was born. How are we doing chickens over here? There's still 6 of you. So we can empty you, but I don't want to do that. I want to split you. So I guess we just have to wait. Are you guys pulling that stone? I'll go stone. Is there even anybody going out here? Not really. Looks like they're doing other things. We may just have to wait on it. Oh good, the butcher is done. Please make mutton. Now we have even less laborers. Trying to avoid putting more things in that cost more jobs. Because right now we're running out. Do need this chapel though. A child named Ferdinand? Like Brittany? Ferdinand? Brittany? Ferdinand? Bertani? Fritani. Brittany. I think Fritany's probably better. Kind of wish we would have kept a couple more of these trees over here in this little middle bit, but as long as this tree doesn't fall, they should have a nice little park going on over here. Child named Wendell was born, and Kendrick is now a adult. Yeah, we're losing a couple of families. So now we have 56 homes for 59 families. Oh, a merchant. Hello. What do you have? You are a food merchant. Stick around because I'm not sure how much we're producing versus using. Oh, and you have lamb chops too. Why did you stop? Do we not have any corn? Oh, we have no corn. Do we change it all over into flour? Shit, I guess we need more corn. But a child named Caitlin was born. Eddings has become an adult. And Kaylee has become an adult. Shoot, we need to process some more of this beef into steak. I don't know if we should just have like a whole bunch of butchers everywhere. It is more worth it to have the steak because I think it's worth more money. I think it might be better nutritionally too. I wish the mod would come with like, how to put it? Like more specific instructions types of things. Or like an explanation like what does the water do? Do they use it for flour? Do they use it for just drinking? Is it just considered food? Is it nothing else? Oh, Dickie the miner has died. So Dickie, who was upset because he lived in a one-story house over here, we finally put on the second story. He ended up moving, moved in with his second wife, I'm assuming. So goodbye, Dickie. Oh, Evelette the herbalist has died of old age. Okay, so far we've produced 10,000 food and used 9,000. We haven't even pulled all of our crops yet. Because it's only late summer. I wonder if last year was just a fluke? Somehow we only produced 300 excess food. Somehow that does not seem right. God, these houses still look goddamn terrible. You know what? We learned, though. We learned. Clothes are good. Tools are good. Stone is still an issue. currently only have 4 laborers, and we have a couple of things that we're putting. Oh, the bakery should be done. Ooh, we're building the bakery. Hello, bakery. This looks like they've laid all of the stonework out. It's like they're currently adding the actual house part of it, too. Should probably also continue the road a little bit. Good work, people. But then I don't think we're gonna have enough flour, but I do want them to start making more bread. We haven't been able to keep up with the demand for it, that's why we have none. Oh good, we're making lamb chops from the mutton. Please make bread. Please have somebody work here. Don't work on this chapel yet. And don't work on this house yet. But we're getting there. Look at that, we have a lot less stuff that we're doing. I suppose once we're done with some of this, I think maybe we'll switch down to 2 builders, if anything. A child named Serene, a child named Mackie, and a child named Quintino were born. And Sierra and Wintonia become students. Now you have hiccups. God, something smells like food and I'm so hungry. Oh, that's right, you're still hanging out. So now we've produced 16,000 and used 11. We are starting to harvest some of this, and we do have our apple trees getting planted. I think we're okay. I don't think we have to purchase any food from you guys, because I think we could pull it out over here. There is so many less menus. It's great. Yeah, I think we'll just pull out the extra food. I think you can leave. Goodbye. It's just a couple of them. It's just the ones that we're building. After this, there should be no menus left. And then it should be just a couple at a time. Dwig has become an adult. Oh yeah, they did put in a second-story residence. We really can't put another right next. Hold on, I have a dumb question. Oh my god. We could put a residence inside of a residence. They can live in a little 1x4 square. Because I fucked up over here. I thought we were going to put a third. But I fucked up and put 2 spaces over here. Oh god. It's just gonna be a really long house. Should we? No, it doesn't really look aesthetic. To be fair, I feel like none of this place looks aesthetic. You can't even see half of the stuff because it's just so big. I don't even know where this path is. Oh, here it is. Oh good, so the bakery residence is done. So now people have to live above the bakery. So we have Dwig and Bellin over here. Yeah, and they can't work on that anyway. Did I fuck that up? No, I think that's just how it looks. Yeah, that's just how it looks. Huh. Well, I suppose it works. I guess it's even on either side. This looks so stupid. It really, really does. It really looks stupid. But I think once we could probably get our stone figured out, I would like to try and extend some of these dirt paths into being stone. Just to make people a little bit faster. Especially with some of these more walked about thoroughfares. Oh, hold on, I just got a ping. Oh, okay. Okay, but it's currently late autumn, so we did have a very early snow and frost this year, but it looks like we were able to get a lot of the crops here and there. Yep, they turned around. There they go. But our chestnuts are doing well. Our apples are still getting sown. And looks like we have some deer. Good job, apple people. I might want to add an apple orchard over here, too. Oh god, so many children and students. Good lord. Oh, split! Split! Split the chickens! Good, so now somebody can come and work over here finally. We can get rid of that menu. Oh, there they go. They're gonna walk up the mountain. This is gonna take them probably ages, but they're gonna have to waddle their way over this mountain, through this tunnel, and over to here. And this fucker is so slow. Look at him go. And they do it like one by one. You go, little chicken. You go. Here he goes. Yeah, none of the others have decided to leave yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 3 more of these still have to leave. Oh, chicken. Oh, chicken. Nope, he's not even using the tunnel. He's just walking along the mountains. So is he just gonna walk through here? I know I don't typically speed through, but I kind of want to see. Oh? Okay, so he walked through the tunnel. Are you gonna use the tunnel? Oh, damn it, he is. I thought he was gonna go over this mountain. Okay, where's this chicken? Listen, I'd be so peeved, because I think I saw once, we did have a gatherer that got eaten by a wolf. Chastity the farmer has died of old age. Where's this chicken? Okay, medieval meat store. So we need one person to work here. Chicken! Chicken! What the fuck is this chicken? Winter's about to end, and this chicken hasn't even gone through the fucking tunnel. Oh good, her niece just graduated and already has a house. What the fuck? Oh, here he is! Here he is! You go, chicken! You go! Look at him go. He's so majestic. He's gonna stop to talk to some deer. He's gonna take a little bit of a swim here. He's gonna walk along the river bed, but he's gonna make his way over. And now we're gonna have one chicken over here in this pasture. 5 other ones have to walk their way over. Oh, here comes 1. Here's 2, 3, 4. Oh, here they come. One little baby chicken. It's like, woo, I'm going on an adventure. Look at him go. Oh, and here comes the last one bringing up the rear. Stupid, I love it. But good, winter is ending here. So now we have 59 homes for 59 families, so that actually works pretty well. Because we have a couple of people rearranging and things like that. So we currently have 171 citizens. And we could fit 80 per chapel. I know, no foxes. No wolves either. So we do absolutely need to build this chapel. Can we please work on that next? Oh, Ari has now become an adult, so that actually works. We'll probably set her to work in that chapel. Good, and now we're getting a little bit more stone, so I want to work here. As we can see, there's a lot of people that walk through here. So please switch this out. Oh god, where does it go? I can't actually see it. Oh, there we go. And I think there's a road. Oh god, there is. There's a road through here. Hold on. There's like a little tiny path here. This was a mistake. I should have never put them this congested. Man, if something burns... I know Ed was like joking about it, but if that whole thing burns, we're all done for. Okay, and then this is a major place because we do have a bunch of people who are mining over here. Over here is not as congested just yet, so we'll leave it as is. But we do have the tailor over here, so they are making some really nice warm coats. Now would probably be the time for us to have those nomads, so I hope they come back. Oh good, so we produced 29,000 last year and we used 19. So I think that was just a fluke year. I think we just didn't produce enough. Oh. It got stuck a little bit, but we're okay. Okay, now we have 60 families. I think we'll wait a little. We should have some of these students getting older. Angela May the hunter has died, because that's the other problem is we have a lot of people dying off. And I really don't want empty houses. I know they're good to have, but it's like a waste. Oh, that's right, we have peppers now. Yeah. Yeah, tsunami, and then a hurricane, and then a tornado. We did absolutely have a tornado that ripped through our thing the last time. I think with the disasters, though, I think it's going to be even worse if we have a tornado through here, because we have 3 times the houses. Whereas if they went through like this in a line, they would take out 1 house. No, they're taking out 3 houses now at once. So, yeah. Gonna be a little bit of an issue. But that's also why I'm trying to spread out a little bit. So if something happens... this section will be bad. But this section will be good. And this section will be good. And this section will be good. Or maybe the game will take pity on us and put a tornado through, I don't know, here or something. Like, nowhere near us. Good. So how's this chapel going? Oh, and we have a trader coming. I don't know. Should we build another house? Maybe this one. Which one is this? This one? Let's build that one. Then we'll have 3 houses as backup. But we have a third of our food. So we still have plenty of overhead that we could still grab. Hello, trader. What do you have? Do you have honey? You have plum and cabbage seeds. Shit. Oh, good, but have somebody work that chapel. Fuck. And we don't have any extra firewood either. We do have some steel tools. Will you purchase those? You will. They're worth 10. The plums grow on trees, right? Yeah, plums grow on trees. Cabbage would be nice because we keep seeming to have a lot of early frost, so if we could do cabbage... I don't think we're going to be able to afford both. Let's see. So we currently have 10 iron. Sorry, 10 stone. 50 iron. And 20 steel tools. That's literally a fifth of one of the seeds. I suppose we could sell some of the beef. We do have quite a lot of fish, too. They won't buy any of the fish, though. We have so much food. I wish you guys would buy food. No, you know what? Don't grab the beef. Let's keep changing it out. Just grab the fish, though. We have plenty of water again. Beans. So it's all good just to have extra. Uh, 400, so that's 900 potatoes. Squash. Pull an extra 200. Peeper. I suppose 200. Okay, steak. Don't sell flour, but do sell roast. We're leaving the corn. Yeah, we need more firewood. That's what we were selling the most of. And it's a terrible waste to take out the leather. We could sell all the hide coats. No, there's no fertilizer in this one. That's why Warwick was making fun of me for playing this one yesterday. Because, we talk about city builders a lot, because I play a lot of them. Things like Ostriv and Lords of the Realm and Foundations and stuff, you can do that with. You can't do that in here. This is like very bare bones. Maybe let's pull all the hide coats and see if we could sell those. Because now we have 51 warm coats. Oh yeah, because you'll purchase the hide coats. can't pull any firewood. And leather is expensive, but it's better to actually turn it into coats. Oh shoot, we have no herbs at all. Oh, and Essica the hunter has died of old age. Oh, we could look at items in homes. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's kind of cool. Items in trading post. Oh my god, I don't have to come over here to look and see what's in here. Huh. I don't know if we can afford these seeds. Hold on, we have 25 coats. 50 iron. Did I even pull any extra iron? I don't... we have a little bit. And we're not building anything right now. Do we have logs? I think those are only worth 2 apiece. Just want cabbage. That's what I want. 20... 10... 50... 25? Overpaying by 893. I don't think we're gonna make it. God damn it. Well, we'll see if we can get everything over here in time before they leave. If not, then we'll just wait for the next person to have it. Good, but now we have 60 homes for 61 families. So I think this means that we probably need another woodcutter. So let's do that. Woodcutter. Where can we place it? There is a forester over there, so I would prefer it to be somewhere in this area. Maybe here? Yeah, it's fairly close by. Let's do that. Please make a woodcutter. And we have quite a few laborers. I think I want more butchers. What if we just have like a whole row of butchers all up and down? Does that go that way? It does. Don't make that residence though, we don't need it just yet. But make the butcher. Make the woodcutter. Just have a lot of animals. I think we should be able to put a second and a third story here. Second. Man, remember when I was so excited because we were gonna have all these menus gone? That's not. That was a short-lived. Holy menus, Batman. Yeah, we'll make a couple more butchery shops over here. Because I don't think we have any right now that are working on lamb chops. Yeah, beef, venison, mutton. Oh, we do. I think we need more people to get through beef, though. We just have a lot. Oh, yeah, they left already. Goodbye. They're gonna turn around, but they won't come back. Goodbye. But at least that was good because we were able to clear out some of our stock. Actually, I think we could pull more fish. Holy shit, we have a lot of fish. 6,000 fish. Once we get apples going, though, we're probably going to take some of the fish bladders over to make ale. Somehow we still have goddamn water. Oh, the reserve of stone is low. It's because now we're building. So the game is like, oh god, you're using stone. Why, yes, stone is a building material. Oh, a child named Elias. Eliois? Oh, have we? Oh, we hit our limit on coal. Fuck. Let's up our limit on coal. Let's hit 500. Oh no! Amon the stonecutter was crushed by a rock. We also may have to consider making a new quarry soon, because we're at 47%. So we should probably up our iron as well. The coal right now, we are using some of it for heating homes. Let's see. Yeah, looks like they do have some of it for heating. Which is probably why we haven't been running out of, Oh, no. No, nothing exploded. But, no, it's about to run out soon. I'm gonna give it maybe, like, 1 or 2 more years, so... But no, we're okay. But Armand the stonecutter was crushed by a rock. That's the oh no. Poor guy. Although, what was it? Who said that yesterday? No, it wasn't a pile of shit. Oh, and then Ailey, the cleric, has died of old age. So Howley has replaced him. But now we do have another church. It doesn't look like anybody is coming over here, though, so the poor cleric, Hestefani, is just standing outside. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's just a small oh no. Not typhoid, not dysentery, not... not... Oh, shoot. Wasn't it... Hold on, where's that child? I'm never gonna find this child. We have so many fucking people. Waiter? Wayden? Wayne? Yeah, it's absolutely 2 a.m. for you. You need to go to bed. Stop playing Final Fantasy. Oh, we have Tinifer. Okay. Howley, Carly. I'm never gonna find this child. This dreaded child. The one who killed Winifreddy. I should see if that's a mod. Oh, good. The woodcutter is available. Please start cutting some wood. I am not a heretic. I just play Stolen Realm until 1:30 in the morning. It's completely fine. It's totally different. You buy the game once. It's a shitty game, but it's a game nonetheless. Okay, how are these apple trees? Next year. Okay, stone is low. Because we're building. The butcher shops use quite a bit of stone. Good, but the tailors are going, so we do have a little bit of clothing. I do want to have a lot more. This isn't helping heresy. Listen. I believe that, oh no, Zekharlin, the farmer. I remember this guy because I can never say this goddamn name. I think it's Zekharlin. Zekharlin the farmer has died of old age. Some dude in the Middle Ages getting stuffed into jail for attempting witchcraft. This isn't helping you beat heresy charges. He carved astronomic equations into the walls. Jesus Christ. See, and then ironically enough, we're playing a game where we probably would have witchcraft. And then I've been seeing, apparently there are, like, people that can get murdered and stuff. I don't know if that's part of a mod or what, but people were joking about that yesterday, and I saw that as one of the screenshots. Of like, oh, the tailor was murdered. I'm like, how? Oh, now Trock is playing RimWorld. I'm gonna see that pop up like 6 or 7 times while he's testing. Good, but it looks like we have a whole bunch of flour. It just looks like nobody's coming to pick it up. We do have 7 laborers, but I think we need more. Oh, Leon the child is over here hanging out, staring at the river. Don't know why. Are we still low on stone? We are. It's currently late autumn. Can you guys come grab the stone that's here? Yeah, they're just gonna make a whole bunch of it and they're gonna throw it over here in this church nearby that nobody's even going to. Oh, so the cleric quit, so now Houstony is over here working. I'm sorry, people. There should be more people over here soon. We do seem to keep growing. Wait, why would you steal my hat? Here you go. Bye, Moth. Did you know that I could take off my hat? Is that why you did that? Please don't eat my hat. If anything, I think that's more heretical than leaving to go watch somebody else play Final Fantasy while you're playing Final Fantasy. I'm gonna be honest. Is this a child? Oh, yeah. Avira, the 3-year-old child, is gathering food. That fucking cask of goddamn fish is bigger than you are, child. This looks like shit. This absolutely looks like shit. This looks so stupid. But Jay Lynette, Annie, and Kentany have all become students. So how many students do we have currently? We currently have 25, so they should be split up between the two. So we do have a school over here. This one has 19 students. We do have one all the way over here. This one has... Wait, that's the residence. This one has 6 students. I guess there isn't as many people over here now. I do want to kind of expand over here next, just to kind of fix that a little bit. Somebody's fast outside. I can never tell if that actually comes over on the mic anymore. I have to go and check that later. But good, we're working on the 2 butcher shops, so we definitely have to do some more for beef. I think we'll probably set both of these for beef. Should probably, in the future, consider one for mutton. And I can't tell if we could do one for chicken. But right now we don't have as many chickens anyway. I think they're just straight up just eating the chicken. How's this little flock of chickens doing? Good, so we've hit 12 on both of them. So if there is an issue, we can split the one into the other. So we've had that happen a couple of times, especially in our last long playthrough. We did start with some animals. They unfortunately got infested and killed them all immediately. Which kind of sucked because we had sheep, so we were able to get wool. So we were able to make like super warm clothes very, very early on. Unfortunately, they all died off. Kind of like RimWorld, when you fail at something, you kind of learn how to take care of it. And then you never do it again. Oh, what? A child named Gertrant? It's like Brant. Gertrant. Gertrant? Gertrant. I think that's it. I think most people watch me play this just to have me fumble over these words and names. And I think it's more fun just because they're like not like proper names half the time. Oh, come on guys, work on this butcher. So this one just needs work done. Well, to be fair, there's only 2 builders. But come on, guys, get your work done. I think we'll set a couple more people for stone cutting. Just because we're really low on stone compared to everything else. A child named Carnist. Rolanabelle's become a student. A child named Austie and a child named Stan was born. See, that's a... Even Rowan's. Rowan's is a relatively normal name. At least normal for me. Oh, Rill the Laborer has died of old age. Even Rill is like a real name. Things like Jaylanette LaCarla Howley Woodrow. That poor kid. A child named Arthurston. To be fair, I also name all my stuffed animals. I do have, wait, I have I have Captain Admiral Barclays Carlington III. I have Sir Reginald Ringle Bergston. What else? We have Senior Steve. And then I think I have one that's just named Casey. Oh, and one that's named Ross, because I purchased it at when I took a visit over to Texas, so I was going through TSA. And I just have this big giant... And now, have you seen like the alpaca, like the big Japanese alpaca? It's one of those. One of the big giant ones. So this thing is like probably the size of my torso. So I'm trying to walk through TSA. And this woman is like, oh my god, I love that thing. And I was like, I'm gonna name this alpaca after you. So I looked at her name tag. Her name was Ross. And I was like, this is now your name. You have been named after this woman who gave me a compliment at TSA. Because I am a strange lady with giant stuffed animals. Oh good, guys, kill off some of these chickens. We need more chicken. I'm also wondering if maybe we should do like another patch of like houses and things, just specifically so if we have any issues with tornadoes. Because I suppose we could work over here. Because the line ends over here, so we could put like a little square. And not have us be as congested over here. Because I don't think we can work over here anymore. I think we were saying we have to go over here anyway. Oh, are you working on the butcher? You are! Hello! Hello, Lemmet. I'd even say Lemit's a normalish name. Malvira, Allens. Oh, that was the mine. I was like, what the hell is on fire? It's not a house. Thankfully, at least not this time. I think this is just gonna be Butchery Alley. Maybe that's why nobody is coming over to this chapel. Oh, one person. One person has taken pity on the cleric Houstony. And says, I will come and join your church over here next to the river. I also think we should probably set for a... Oh, here we go. Make beef. Somebody please come work here. But I think we should probably set for a little, bridge. That's what I was thinking of. Bridge. If we could put a little bridge over here. Kind of future-proof this a little bit. Oh good, we still can put it here, despite the fact that there is a chapel in the way. Should go ahead and work on that. We have some stone now. But we have another merchant who has shown up. Hello. Oh, you have more livestock. Now you have chickens and cattle this time. Do we have space for more? I don't think so. No. I'm sorry. We purchased a lot of your animals, but they keep replicating, so I think we're good. Thank you, though. Velen the herbalist has died of old age. Good, now over here, same thing, I think we need more beef. Yeah. Please make steaks. And then Levante the fisherman has died of old age. So, 29 years we've been here. It's currently early spring. We have 60 homes for 62 families. We have about 180 citizens. We have one person visiting this chapel over here with Houstony. But we have 116 adults, about 36 children, 28 students. So thankfully we do have 2 schools, so we should actually bring our education level back up. So now we're up to about a 93% education, which isn't really bad. I suppose we could put a forester over here in between. Have another set. Since we do have this hunter over here. Looks like was able to kill off some deer. Oh, Liviana the fisherman has died of old age. Do the fishermen ever die of, like, random things? I haven't seen it. But I think if we could put some, like, woods over here, then maybe we could do another herbalist. And then maybe we can instead move up and put maybe, like, another living area maybe over here instead. That might be a play. Oh, that's a big lake. Decisions. Also, the texture on this water, just saying, looks like garbage. At least it all goes one way. But it's kind of rippling, so I guess I kind of get it. Oh good, they're making the stone bridge here. This is just for future proofing. They're probably not going to go across over there, but... Oh, Millip, the baker, has died of old age. I think Millip was one of the people who was not educated, so probably somewhere in that era. So I think our education level should hop up here pretty soon. Oh good, we're getting more fish. I don't know, maybe we'll continue this way. I think I do still want to do the patches of things. I did also see people are doing mods where they'll do like little canals and things like that. I think that'd be really pretty. Unfortunately, I don't think we can add that in the middle of a save file. So maybe if we end up starving to death, maybe we'll switch over and do a couple of those. But we currently have 31,000 food, so last year we used 20,000, we produced 31,000. So I think we're okay, at least on the food avenue for a little bit. Let's go ahead and set up for another house. I hate to say it, we may need a whole series of nomads to show up, because right now we have no laborers. Because right now we currently have 1 laborer and 1 builder. Let's remove a couple of miners, and let's remove a couple of stone cutters. I think that'll probably help out. Where's stone cutter? There we go. Oh, a child named Merly was born, Ari's become a student, and Wintony is now an adult. Thank you for growing up, because we need laborers. So let's put a second builder again. Sorry, I know we just removed it, but we're putting it back. Brr, I'm freezing. Like, absolutely freezing. Good, our coal is doing pretty well. I'm wondering if we should switch this over maybe to, well, got about the same amount of coal and the same amount of iron, so I think maybe it's okay having 1 of each for now. I think if it gets lower, I think we'll add a second one of whichever we're missing. Because we could potentially put a mine here. But I think then we'd have to expand this little spot, and the whole spot is to keep it kind of, well, the whole point of this spot is to keep it kind of wooded. This is a fairly nice mountainside though, too. If we didn't have the cows here, we could have potentially threw it over here. That's a child. I was like, what the hell is it? It's Arthurston. I'm sorry, child. Yeah, we're just short. Damn it. Oh, I could place it over here. Let's do that. Let's bury it, though. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm going to be ending soon, and it's going to be all messed up anyway. That there. Put that there. There we go. So now we have 63 families. So we are working currently on a 61st home, so we could probably do 62 as well. We have upped our fuel production, thankfully, so now we're up to about 442 firewood. Oh good, our peppers are doing well. I'm surprised they're getting any sun through all this smokestack right next to it. Oh good, they're bringing stone over. Oh, that's because they're working on the second story over here. Oh! Good, thanks everybody. And then our Mon has become an adult as well. And we still only have one person at this tiny little chapel over here by the river. Good, but we are working on the bridge. So this is for future proofing. It's not necessarily needed right now. But I would like to potentially move over into this spot, at least to grab all of the stone. If we could turn this into a wooded area instead. And Gerald the herdsman has died of old age. Yeah, collect all this iron. We have an extra spot over here, so let's do this. Little stockpile. That's too large? Fine, I'll make it one shorter. Good, so above this little butcher shop, we are putting a second story in. We're not going to be able to fit a third probably in this one, but this one we can. Oh, and Rodricky has become an adult, so now we have 9 laborers. And DeMonte and Syriat have moved over here, so DeMonte the physician. Wow. Physician at 16, good job. Wait, where the hell do you work? Well, that's your living space, so where do you work? Oh, you... Why do you work all the way over there? Please fix that. Oh. Nomads. Nomads have shown up. And there's 22 of them this time. A child named Alejandria was born. Wendell has become a student. And Frittany has become a student. Shit. Shit. Hold on, there's 19 of you? We haven't even placed where we're gonna set our next series of houses. Shit. We have the clothes. We don't have the herbs, but we have the tools. We have several physicians everywhere. We even have a goddamn bathhouse. Oh, no, you still work at that physician's place. I guess he just really likes being a dentist. Oh, nope, never mind. Now he's a blacksmith. Shit. What do you guys think? Should we take them? That's a lot of them. Oh, we can't fit a well there. Oh, wait, yeah, we can. We'd be able to put a couple of them into houses, but I think we'd have to keep a couple of them in the boarding area, at least for now. let's be generous. Let's say it's like 6 or 7 families. We could fit 2. We could then set for a couple more builders. And we could put them to work, but our education level has gone up to 93%. I was kind of hoping for it to keep going up. The last time we accepted somebody, they turned out they were pooping everywhere and it gave us everybody dysentery and killed Winifredi. Shit. Shit, I don't know what to do. Should we take them? Is it worth it? I don't even have the stone. Although they are grabbing stone. And we would be building over here. Let's plan this out really quick. So if we were to put an herbalist, like, let's say here. So that goes to about this tree here. It would only overlap a little bit. Or we could stick it here. How much of this would actually be covered? A lot of it would end up being, rocks, though. Once we put it down here. We turn this into the forest area. Ah, we could do that, because I think the hunting cabin... No, it kind of goes over there. Well, if we have them coming over here... then we could potentially put a couple houses here. I think we have to take them. I think we need more people. I think we need new people. Just so we could start getting some, like, miners and stonecutters and things like that. Shoot. Also, dumb question. I have to turn this into a stone road, despite the fact that it's already a stone road. I think we should. I think we should take them in. We have several physicians. We have 4 of them. I think that should be plenty. We could take some more herbs out of storage over here. Because we still have 200. So let's put that back into circulation. So we can get our health back up. Because right now, last year, we produced 33, but we used 152. So I think if anything, we need herbalists. Oh, they left! Oh, shit! Well, I guess that got decided for us. I'm sorry I took too long. They're leaving. They've decided they no longer want to live here. I guess the game decided it for us. Whoops. But El Pertrude, the vendor, has died, and Santonio, the herdsman, has died. Well. Sorry, people. Okay, so we're halfway on our limit of food. I think we do have to probably do a couple more storage houses. Oh, and Deville, the fisherman, has died of old age. See, this was my worry, was that we're gonna lose a whole bunch of people. God damn it. I should have just done it. But every time it fucks me. Okay. How are our storage barns doing? They're a little full, but they should be taking stuff over to them. Let's work over here. Oh good, a trader's coming. Hello. And Albert the farmer has died, and Deshad the cleric has died. See what I was talking about? I knew this was what was gonna happen. But, oh, and now Faustine the vendor. Oh god. Can we please place an herbalist here? Can we please place a forester here? What else goes over here? Oh, Jarrett the cleric has died. Now we have 3 fucking laborers. Can we remove... Oh, shit. It removed butchers instead of builders. Oh, good, but we've hit the limit on firewood. Is that 1,000? Oh yeah, that's 1,000. So please temporarily stop working here. We'll just have 2 going for now. An herbalist, a forester, I guess a gatherer. Let's just have these getting worked on though. Whoops, no, I want it to go that way. There we go. So, hello merchant, what do you have? You have chickens and you have sheep again. No thanks. Come back later when they all get killed off, but... Well, okay, so I guess we'll try spreading out over here, see if we can get a couple of herbalists grabbing some stuff from over here. We'll start planting extra trees as well. So, currently late autumn of our 29th year. Looks like our farmers have pulled in most of their stuff, and looks like we have apples. Good. So, can we start, finally, this goddamn tavern? It's been here for God knows how long. Please start using apples to make apple ale. Okay. So, we're gonna have to work with this. We definitely have to fix our herbs. At least the food is doing a lot better. So, last year we only produced 30 of them. Not sure why it's getting so bad. Our clothing is doing well. Our tools are doing really, really well. We should probably pull quite a few of them. So let's do that really quick. Let's do this first. We're still turning the beef into steak. We can start selling some of it. So please pull 9, so it's about half. Please pull fish. Fish. Please pull for 8,000. We have a little bit of beans. Yeah, we'll pull 2,000. Potatoes. Potato, 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 potato. 900. So let's make it 12. Venison, we're still switching over. Peppers, we have a little bit extra. So let's do 7. We already pulled the steak. We did not pull any squash. We don't have as much squash coming in because I switched it over to peppers. So I think let's just pull like 300 of it. We can start pulling firewood though, now that we've got an abundance of it. So let's take half of what our maximum is. And somehow we still keep getting a fuck ton of water. I don't know how. I think it's maybe because we could do it like round the year. Let's do 700 chestnuts. We're turning the corn into flour, so let's leave that. We could probably pull a little bit of roast. Leather we're turning into clothing. Flour we're turning into bread. Coal, we can grab a little bit of that. It's better for steel tools, but herbs, we can't pull any of those because we're having an issue with those. Let's leave the logs to turn into other things. Berries. 60? Yeah, 60. And steel tools, this is going to be the biggest one. So we currently have 114. We have 20. Let's pull 80, because that'll pull 60. We have a little bit of extra iron. Mushrooms. Mushroom, mushroom, mushroom. 82, so maybe 60. And we have some warm coats. Those are actually quite expensive, so let's do 30. Okay, we'll keep the stone because we're actually building some stuff. Not a lot of eggs, not a lot of lamb, not a lot of chicken. Okay, we'll leave it as that. But good, okay. So we're not doing too bad. I think I'm going to call it there for now. I do usually end at 2 on Mondays and Fridays, but especially Fridays. Sometimes not Mondays. But, yeah, so we had started over here. We expanded a little bit over here, too. So we did add a couple of pastures. Over here, we absolutely expanded upwards rather than horizontally. So now we have a lot of houses going on over here. So we're gonna try and add a wild area, like a foresty area, over here to kind of help with some of our herb issues. I think it's just because we have so many people and we just need more healing items for them. Every time somebody comes in here, they joke about it being God's beard, but yeah, we'll see how this goes. So we'll work on these next time we come back. We have a couple of more residences that we can add in. Let's see if we space this out a little bit, if it won't get all screwed up like last time. Oh, can we? Oh, okay, we can barely fit all of them. I think that's fine. But yeah, well, we will come back to this, I think, on Monday. I'm not sure if we'll do it for the entirety of next week. Likely not. I think I'll probably see if there's something else that we could do. We do still have to do the multiplayer for the king as well. I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow. I think likely not. We have a couple of things we have to get done. I have to fix the Etsy shop and things like that, but we'll see how it goes. So if I go live tomorrow, I'll go live tomorrow. If I don't, I don't. But let's go ahead and save this. But we'll definitely come back to this on Monday. I was missing Banished, I really was. So let's see who we can go and watch. It's a little early today. But yeah, thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate it. Let's see. Who have we not gonna go see? That one's doing Jackbox. This one's doing Resident Evil. Oh! Okay. So, we were talking about doing some Project Zomboid at some point. And actually, Panda is actually playing it. So, I think let's hop over there. So, thank you everybody for coming out. I will see you all on Monday. If not tomorrow, but very likely Monday. I'll put a tweet out if I decide to stream tomorrow, so you'll be able to see it underneath. If not, then I'll go through and I'll cancel tomorrow's, but I will see you guys next time. So thank you everybody for coming out. I appreciate it. But let's go and watch Panda. So 1 second. There we go. So Panda is a VTuber that we go and watch sometimes. He's actually doing some Project Zomboid. Usually he does some RimWorlds. So this is a little bit different. So let's hop over there and I'll see you guys next time. So thank you everybody.